Hello, hello, and welcome to the Mindset Bloomcast with Mallory. I'm your host, Mallory McGary. I'm the founder and CEO of Beautifully Blooming. You can find me at beautifullyblooming.com or email me at mallory@beautifullyblooming.com. You are listening to the WGSN-DB Going Solo Network Radio, TV, and Podcast, the #1 internet talk network. Welcome to today's episode. I'm really excited for this episode as it leads into a lot of new things that are going on in my business, a lot of things that have changed around the Beautifully Blooming world, and new things that are going to be an experiential thing for all of those that are in my community and those that want to be in my community. So this is an open invitation to any of you moms out there that are wanting to jump in to a business, jump into something that is just yours, create something that is just yours, whether it be an Etsy shop, product-based style business, or if it is a coaching type of business, or you want to do digital something, deliverables. This is your invitation to jump in and join while it is fresh, it is new, it is exciting, and it is something that is going to serve you in the long run, no matter where you start now and end up with your business. Is something that will serve you in the long run. But today I want to talk about something that is the new title of my course that is coming out, that is being released this fall. It is called the CEO Mom Reimagined Club. And where I got to on this title is that all of us are moms, we're busy, we're doing all of the mom things. At the same time, we are the CEO of our household, whether you think it or not. You are the CEO of your calendars, of your scheduling, of whatever is happening in your house, in your space, that you are the CEO of that. You are the business owner of what is happening in your house. And it's something that I never really thought of until this concept started going through my mind, is that I'm the CEO of the things in my house, but I'm also the CEO of the things in my business. And so I've combined the two together, but I also really wanted to focus on the word reimagined, if we cut it down to reimagine, because I wanted to reframe the way that we look at what CEO means, what being a CEO mom looks like, and just what being a woman looks like in all of that space. So when you think of a CEO, you're thinking of men in suits, Fortune 500, big type companies. You're thinking that it is a very big title. You're busy all the time. You're doing all of these things to help a business grow. And that's what I want to reframe. That women are on the rise in the business world alone as CEOs in a corporate sense, but more women are starting businesses on their own, starting them as side hustles to grow income, to get just something of their own, to get out of that corporate world, whatever that looks like, where they're starting their business, but they are becoming CEOs and stepping into those roles. And so that definition is new and exciting. And so on that topic, I want to touch on the definition of reimagine. And that is, the first definition that I found was to think about or consider a new and creative way. So think about and consider a new creative way of what CEO looks like, of what mom looks like to you, of what we're going to dive into some society things as well, of being a working mom, whether it's kind of the hot topic, the hot button I've seen a lot lately is that motherhood is there's two different spots. There's a caregiver, is what motherhood is also can be defined as, is your job is a caregiver, and you have the other option of where mom is, you're always a mom, and that there's so much great things in that. In being a mom, you're excited to be a mom, you're excited for that step into life that way. But that caregiver part of it, as having it be your job, is hard. It takes a lot of, it's taxing. It's a lot of hard things on your mental state, as well as emotional state, physical state, all of the things that some people really love that part of, love having that type of job, being the caregiver to somebody, whereas others are not in love with that part of the job, that they want to have something that is theirs, that they have a job, an actual job, that they are able to fulfill something in their hearts and in their souls of what that looks like. And so I want to create, and I'm in the process of creating a community that celebrates both. That I do love being a mom, and I do love having that, and I do love parts of the caregiving part of it, to be completely honest. But I also do love having a business that is mine, something that is fills up my cup, something that helps other women create this journey of their own, and something that is something that separates me from that all the time, and having that space being taken up in different ways. And so that is something I really came to when I was creating this course of, and this title of CEO Mom Reimagined, that it is reimagining and recreating different views and perspectives on different parts of that word, a different view and perspective on becoming a CEO, different view and perspective on being a mom, and what that looks like, and what that can look like in the world right now, where there's a lot of different things going around. There's a lot of moms who are wanting to find something of their own, but feel like if they say that they don't really love doing laundry or being that constant entertainment, that they're being looked at in a negative light, that they feel like they can't express that they feel that wanting something of their own is kind of may feel like you're ashamed in being a mom, and that's not necessarily the case. And I say that from experience in what that looks like, that I'm not ashamed of being a mom at all. But I also want my kids to know that I have something that is leaving a legacy for them, leaving my own impact on the world, creating something that will teach them different things in their life as they go into the world, that will give them new skills because I'm able to teach them something else. It's giving them a better foundation and growing into whatever this world is going to, and trajectory is going to be created in the next 15, 20 years, that it's going to be a great thing for them. They're going to see that mom went after her dreams. They're going to see that mom didn't stop because of them, that she really encouraged them to follow their dreams because she was following her own. She was taking them along the journey. She was showing them what it looked like, leaving that example into their space. So that is something that think about in that long run of reimagining what it looks like to be in that space, reimagining your definition of what CEO looks like, of what mom looks like, reimagining what you want your life to be. Does it have to be what it is right now, or is there room for growth? Is there room for change? Where is that room to grow and change? What does that look like in your space? Think about that. I challenge you to really dive into what that looks like. What is fulfilling about where your life is at? What is not necessarily fulfilling? Where can you expand your life in one way or the other? I did read this quote a little while ago that actually has hit me really hard, and I've been pondering it for the last little while, but I did share it on Instagram today, that life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. And what does that look like? Is your life expanding because you're willing to take different leaps in different places? If you're looking to grow, if you're looking to take a leap of faith on yourself, take that leap into what it looks like, that is your life expanding, or are you shrinking that because you are nervous of what is going to be out there, put out there, what is going to be held into a different space, whether it is opinions of others, judgments of others, fear of just putting yourself out there, which is something all of us have at some point or another. Some of us just hide it better than others. All of us go through imposter syndrome, me included. As a business owner, I know other people in my space that have also gone through that. And you just work through it. You just kind of keep going on what that looks like. So reimagining what that looks like, taking those steps into courageous steps into what you want your life to be, whether it is creating that business, whether it is creating, maybe it is quitting one job and jumping ship to another job, or saying to an employer that you're ready to take the next step, ready to get that promotion, ready to go for something that has been on your plate for a while, but you've been a little bit nervous to speak up about. So number one thing about reimagining is to think about or consider a new and creative way, whether it's to do something, whether it is to see something from a new lens, a new perspective, whatever that looks like. We are going to hop to commercial, but we will be right back in just a minute to talk about the other side of being the CEO mom reimagined. You are listening to this is the Mindset Bloomcast with Mallory. I am your host, Mallory McGary. That took a lot of mental space. My brain was going faster than my mouth, but you are listening to the WGSN-DB Going Solo Network Radio, TV, and podcast, the #1 internet talk network. And we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Mindset Bloomcast with Mallory. I am your host, Mallory McGary. I'm the founder and CEO of Beautifully Blooming. You can find me at beautifullyblooming.com or email me at mallory@beautifullyblooming.com. You are listening to the WGSN-DB Going Solo Network Radio, TV, and podcast, the #1 internet talk network. Welcome back. We just talked about one definition of the CEO Mom Reimagined and what reimagine looks like in that space. And it is to think about or consider in a new and creative way. So it's reframing, giving a new perspective, looking at things through new lenses. Hop back to the first part of this episode if you missed any of it. But we're going to hit on definition number 2, probably one of my favorites in researching this and really applying it to what I have created, what is new, what is exciting happening at Beautifully Blooming. The second definition of reimagine is to create or imagine a new lifestyle or identity for oneself. So going back to the new name of my course and the new things that are happening at Beautifully Blooming, the CEO Mom Reimagined is going to be creating that new identity for oneself, creating a new lifestyle, whatever that lifestyle and identity you want for yourself to be. But during this course itself, we're going to get through the basics of creating not only a business foundations, the key parts of creating a sustainable business, 6 figures, 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures and beyond, or any type of pivot that you make in your journey, but it is also creating life and underlying life foundations as well, where you no longer feel that you're flip-flopping or that you don't have the confidence to say maybe the things that you want to say. It's creating those foundations, those solid footings that no matter where you are in life, no matter where you are in business, that those things, no matter what is happening, are the things that hold true to you, that they are the things that are your core, that they are that solid cement foundation, that you're not going to be wavering a whole lot in what those look like. So during this course, we talk about your values and your mission, what it is that looks like, what impact you want to leave on the world, what is your story, what it is you have to offer, how you create offers in a long run, how you create an offer suite that is going to create a client journey for you that will go through, that you can go back and forth through for every type of business you own. If you pivot your business, every type of offer you have that framework that is going to create the offer, the client journey that you want to take your clients on. And it's the same in life. You have your values and your belief system. You have a personal mission statement of what you want to leave in the world, how you want to grow, what that looks like. You necessarily don't think about it, but you have a journey that you want people to take with you as they get to know you. You're not going to spill your entire deepest, darkest life story to a person you just met. You'll hit on bullet points, but as that relationship grows and grows and grows. They get more and more deeper with you. They have this journey that they've gone on with you. Maybe they're coming along for a spiritual journey. Maybe they're coming along for a business journey. Maybe it's a career journey. Whatever that looks like, you're bringing people into your space to go on this journey with you, and they're having that experience personally and professionally in what that looks like. So we're going to dive deep into all of those types of things, creating all of the frameworks that you need for success to create that six-figure business that you are looking for, and creating that life of freedom, whatever your definition of freedom is, to create that life freedom and what that looks like. So you're going to have different platforms, different modules, different hot seat coaching where I take on feedback and all of your questions and give it all in. It's kind of an immersive experience of having coaching, teaching, and done for you things all at the same time, so that you are hitting goals, you are hitting that dream that you are dreaming of having. So I encourage that. From, if you're interested in it, jump in, dive in, let's do it together. Let's build that life that you've been dreaming of, and to take that leap of courage into expanding your life in different ways and creating your definition of freedom, whatever that looks like, creating that new lifestyle, that new identity that you want for yourself, that is going to take you through the next year, next 5 years, next 10 years, whatever that looks like, and reinventing what it is that you want in your life. I challenge that from all of you out. We all have big dreams and goals and aspirations, things we want out of life that we're afraid to say. Some things are too big that we don't want to say them, because it's just putting them out into the universe and saying, this is too big. I don't even know how I'm going to achieve it. And to small goals of, maybe it's making an extra $5,000. Maybe it's making the ability to have a more flexible schedule. Maybe it's wanting to include your kids in something, create something for them. Maybe you're ready to leave a bigger impact on the world. That calling is just calling you deeper and deeper in your heart. Whatever that looks like, let's reimagine it together in this program, in this space, and all together as a community that is like-minded. Everybody's trying to grow from where they're at, and having realistic conversations of me being able to say, this is my community. I'm trying to do this as a mom, but I'm also trying to do this as a business owner. How do the two of them collide? How do the two of them mesh? Can they mesh? Will they mesh? What does that look like? How can we make that happen? So coming back full circle into this, now is the time to reimagine what your life is looking like. School's getting started. We're about to jump into what I call a brand new year, where you have a fresh start. As getting into school starting, it allows us to reset. It's kind of that hidden month in the year, that hidden new year, where you can reset your goals as seasons change, as things are changing in your life. So reimagine what that looks like. Jump in, reimagine what identity you want for yourself. Reimagine the way that you view things, see things, and hop into the CEO Mom Reimagined Club, where we can do it together. Jump into a new season, a new growth period, and taking those courageous steps into the next level. I hope to see you in the CEO Mom Reimagined. If you have questions, email me at mallory@beautifullyblooming.com. Thank you for listening to this episode. I'm so excited that you're here. Again, if you have questions, email me at mallory@beautifullyblooming.com, or just on the contact page at mallory@beautifullyblooming.com. Thank you again. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you soon. You are listening to the Mindset Bloomcast with Mallory. I am your host, Mallory McGary. I'm the founder and CEO of Beautifully Blooming. You can find me at beautifullyblooming.com, or email me at mallory@beautifullyblooming.com. You are listening to the WGSN-DB Going Solo Network Radio, TV, and podcast, the #1 internet talk network. See you soon.